Hi there, I'm Emma Dervis of Align, and I'm so glad you're here today. I've been leading breathwork since 2017, and whether you're brand new to breathwork or you've been doing it for years or breathed along with me before, you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to keep the preparation short and sweet today so that you can dive right into our 10-minute breathwork session. And feel free to skip ahead if you already know how to get set up for the practice. But first, please read the disclaimer in the notes accompanying this recording to make sure that none of the listed health concerns apply to you right now. And it's always a good idea to check in with your primary care provider or medical team before beginning any new meditation, fitness, or healthcare practice. And they can also answer questions that are tailored towards what's appropriate and best for you specifically at this juncture in your life. I'll give you some info to get set up, but know that for our session today, you're going to want to be in a private space where you feel at ease. So that means closing the door if you can, turning your phone to silent, and doing whatever that is in your space to start to shift into an interior facing mode and to let any other folks around know that you're not available for the next few minutes. For most people, you're going to want to do this practice lying down, either on a yoga mat, a couch, your carpet, or the floor, or if it's the only surface you have, on your bed. And we'll want to make sure to have a pillow underneath your knees, maybe even two pillows, or the option to have your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor so that there's lots of space opening up, room in your lower belly to breathe freely. And the bent knees really help with that. We don't want your throat to be cut off during this practice, so no big pillow behind the head. You can have a little towel or something thin so that it's comfy to lie down, but nothing that's going to really close up your throat. We want it wide open. And then if for any reason it's not a fit for you to lie down, you can absolutely do this practice sitting up, but only if you are in a fully supported position. So usually this would mean kind of sitting on a couch, reclined with pillows supporting your entire back, your neck, your shoulders, your head. So support all the way up to here. And mostly we want to make sure the head is supported so that you are relaxing down, not exerting any effort through those big muscles in the core or in the back to hold you upright. And if you happen to have them and it feels safe for you, you might like to use an eye mask or an eye pillow, or if you have an extra scarf or even a sock or a piece of clothing lying around to cover your eyes, that can be really nice to help direct your intention and attention inward. So I'm going to walk you through our active breathing pattern now. So this is in the family of breathing practices that people refer to as connected breathing, conscious connected breathing, circular breathing. There are many variations on the theme, and some of which have, trademarked names. But the basic idea is that we're breathing deeply using your diaphragm, which is located along those lower ribs, and continuing the breathing pattern without pauses. And so we're going to be doing this in and out through an open mouth, and I mean a wide open mouth, and that is even 2 finger widths wide. So you can try it out, hold up 2 fingers to your mouth, and see just how wide that is. And this is a 3-part breath. Again, in through that open mouth, exhaling through the open mouth. The first half of the breath is inhaling deeply and with the intention of filling up the lower belly. And the second half is with the intention of filling up the chest and the heart. And then exhaling through that open mouth. So first half filling up the belly, second half filling up the chest, and exhaling through the open mouth. Okay. So no pauses or breaks in between those inhales or exhales. Just keep it moving. And you don't want to do that sitting up without being supported for too long, as you might get lightheaded. So just know that. Always best to do in a fully supported position or lying down. All right. So you can shake that out, stretch anything, coming down into that reclined position we talked about. Make sure those pillows are under your knees, maybe an eye mask over your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to close those eyes or put that eye mask on now if that feels safe for you to do. Just taking a few deep breaths. however feels natural and comfortable for you today. There's nothing to do here, nothing to control with the breathing. We're just noticing how it feels to breathe. Good. All right, and let's begin. Starting some music. And if you've done this practice before, see if it's possible to arrive today with an open mind, open to all possibilities of what may arise today. You are not the same from day to day. You are new, and so is this practice each time we turn to it. And we're just going to take a couple of inhales and exhales together through the nose. This is just to release all those instructions, everything that came before, from preparing from your day, and letting go of everything that it took for you to arrive here and make time and space for this practice. So inhaling deeply through the nose. You can let that go with a sigh. Another like that, inhaling and exhaling. Good. And whenever you're ready, you can begin that active breath through that open mouth, directing the first half of the inhale down into the lower belly, the second half up through the chest, the heart, and exhaling through that open mouth. And just letting it continue to move. Too much about the music. It's just there in case you need an anchor to help you find the flow of your breath and your body. And a lot of times we can start out this practice feeling a little bit nervous about how it might go or what might come up. And that's okay. It's totally common. And just reminding yourself that it's okay to try new things. That you're willing to be with all that may arise. That you're available to notice any sensations or emotions and that move through the body today. And just continuing to return to that breath anytime your mind wanders or you get lost. You're doing great. And you can make some sounds on those exhales if that feels good. Some sighs, yawns, groans, laughter. And if things start to feel tight or tense in the body, you can also move whenever you want, shaking out the legs, arms, opening and closing the hands, rolling the neck, moving the facial muscles all around. And then once again, just returning to that breathing pattern. Yeah, just like that. Whatever depth you found, whatever peace you found, you can continue as you are. You can always slow things down or pause anytime it feels like you need to tune back in to your body. Anytime it feels like things are moving a little too quickly. And we're just receiving on those inhales and releasing on the exhales. And just a little bit of movement, expansion, and contraction. Rhythmic pattern. And just riding those waves. You're doing great. And seeing if there's just a little more room to fill in and expand in the lower belly on the first half of that next inhale. And some room in all of the corners of the chest. And letting go on that exhale. And seeing just how much space you can find and create in your body. Even if it feels a little uncomfortable, a little different to move in this way. Even if you're noticing sensations that aren't as familiar. And see if you can turn your attention into your body. And just notice, how are things feeling in here today? Is there anything asking for my attention? Is there anything I might give myself? Anything I need? And just being open to receive any information that bubbles up to your mind. And taking just a couple more deep breaths. Out. And then you can let go of this effortful, active breath and just letting it go completely. And breathe however feels natural for you, easy for you, maybe in and out through the nose. And seeing what it feels like to let go of the effort and rest. You might try saying to yourself, it's safe for me to let go. It's safe for me to receive. It's safe with me to be with myself. I don't have to try so hard. I've got me. And yeah, just noticing what pops up in your body when you say some of those phrases to yourself. Wonderful. And so, as we wrap up our 10-minute breathwork practice together, you might just take a few more moments of rest before you start to bring movement back into your fingers and toes, before you open your eyes and reorient to the room around you. There's absolutely no rush. Move slowly, sip some water, and just feel what kind of space is available now as you move into the rest of your day. And thanks for being here, and I look forward to breathing again with you soon.